So here's another issue with the custom editor, or actually, well, kind of two issues. Has to do with the spawn, the start locations when you start the map. Whenever I choose, you choose your player one slot, you start the game. It may be just something I haven't figured out, rather than an issue. But I think you'll see it's probably an issue. So okay, here we are. This is the node that I always start in this node down at the bottom of the map. And here's another thing too that happens. Sometimes I get these little patches of the fog of war cleared away from just some random buildings. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens quite often whenever I start a game on my custom map here. Anyway, apart from that, the real issue that I was trying to bring up is that I always start on the bottom node, and I cannot figure out why it's not random. So, for example, I have it set up like this because I couldn't make it random in any other way. Like, I've tried using like these random match auto and set this setting here, and I've also tried setting things like the town also on auto, and no matter what, my start location is always the first node that I created, which is this node right here. I think this is the first node that I created for this map, and then I copied it, or I branched it out to add all these other nodes. And so no matter what I do, I always start here, every time. And then there's issue number 2, which I'll get to in a minute. I have to change all my map settings just to show this, just to show the other issue. Or actually, I think I can use my test version. So see, I always start here. I always start on the bottom node, no matter what. No matter what I do. So now I will show you the other issue, which is tied to this issue. And could be a bug. Probably is a bug. Alright, so this is my test version that I threw together so I could just to show you this. So here we are. I got these nodes here. Everything is random. There's nothing but a starting town. Owner player 1, owner player 2. Now I've tried this both ways, completely random on everything, and it does the same thing every time. Even if I have it set each node, well, each starting town to a separate player. I got each town to a separate owner, but at every node the match is random, and this happens whether it's random or auto. You'll see here in a second. See, the terrains are all random, but there's... Okay, that didn't do what I intended to show you, but as you can see, I'm starting in player 1. I'm gonna have to make a change to the nodes to show this off here. I'm gonna have to do auto. Actually, I'll just do that one auto and leave the other ones on player 2, 3, 4, 5. It should still cause it, or it might do something different. Now I still started in the same node here, so you see it's the same starting node again. But the issue I wanted to show you, I'm gonna have to make changes to settings in order to actually showcase it. So that's random. That's random. I need to make all of these back to random. This is what I assumed would cause you to have a random start location, but it actually does not. You'll see in a moment. I've been messing around with this for days, trying to figure out how to get my game to have random start nodes rather than always the same one. So there should be no reason why I start in this node. Everything's set to random, but anyway, you'll see what happens. And this doesn't have a starting town. This is just my central node that people are just supposed to use as a land bridge. This is what happens. I'll get randomly selected a faction, but then I am in control of every node with that random faction, and also this happens. This is also related to the secondary portrait thing that you told me about before, where if it would have created a duplicate, it chooses an alternate portrait. Well, it's not choosing an alternate portrait. It's actually just still duplicating. So this will be seven factions here. It's one faction, and the 6 starting heroes. Only the one of them is duplicated. I've seen it happen where I've had 3 of the same hero, or even 4 of the same hero when testing this out. I've got my chosen hero from the from when I was in the new game setup. Still got her, but I don't get the faction. That changes. If I go back to the main menu, just issues all around the place. Go back to the main menu, click this map. Now you'll see that the hero is still selected here, but it's switched back to a random faction start. That's why it showed random. And I'm still in the wait, no, I wasn't in the same starting node actually. I was in a different. Well, that's only because that was completely random. So if I choose the faction and start the game, it'll start me in that bottom left node, guaranteed. It's never random. And it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, and that happens. That's not what I wanted to do. Anyway, you saw that it was all pyre. So, I'll do that again. That's. Well, you can see right here, it's going to be all the same faction. And now, yeah, there's only one team showing here. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to make it. I don't know how to make it completely random start like I intend to do. Just like these games. I don't know how to get it to do that. The only thing I figured out to do is to choose a player for each node, and unfortunately I start in the same spot every single time. I can't get it to be random. I don't know how. I don't know if it's because I'm just inept at the editor or if it's a bug. I'm leaning towards bug though. Anyway, let me know, check it out.